So today, with all the talk about libertarianism and supporting unions and those sorts of things, it got the idea kicking around in my head of a concept that I definitely think about in my personal life, and I think I've brought up on the show before, a concept called selfish altruism. And, I think that libertarianism falls to the same bit of logic that any economic system falls to when it doesn't take into consideration human nature. And, communism is famous for this. Communism sounds like a great idea if only people worked that way. But we don't. We're not wired to work in a communist system, so it can't possibly work. And libertarianism is effectively, in a lot of ways, the exact opposite of communism. It's every man for himself. Everyone should mindfully pursue their own self-interest, and everyone will be better off for it. But you shouldn't really take other people's feelings into consideration. And so that plays into the selfish bit of human nature. But what it completely disregards is the fact that humans are only successful as a species because we're capable of working together. Individually, we're really, really pathetic, and only when we get together can we, have we become what many would consider a successful species. So selfish altruism is my answer to that. It's the idea that you can play into all of your selfish instincts as long as you recognize that helping other people actually actively helps you in return. And so you can be as selfish as you want, but a lot of your selfishness should be helping other people. And it's hard for some reason for a lot of people to make that logical jump because they might not see the results immediately, but they really are there. And the same concept can be applied to the idea of our taxation paying for public police and fire departments and even public schools. I mean, you pay for public schools with property taxes, whether you have kids or not, and then you benefit because then the people who grow up in your society aren't morons. And then you have a moderately educated society who you get to interact with. And that's much better for everybody. So I just want to bring this up and mention that so that, with the holidays upon us, many people will be having conversations with people they don't often have conversations with. And you may have that person in your family or in your life in general who thinks they're a good person because, they don't hate the gays and they don't mind if pot's legalized. And they say, hey, I just want to be left alone and I don't want to bother anyone else and I don't want them to bother me. And so I just want to give you a little bit of ammo to say, you would actually be pursuing your own best self-interest if you helped out other people.